everybody, welcome back, and it's time for today's tutorial. And I just want to say I'm so sorry. I'm only going to get 27 up before New Year's. I tried really hard, but it just wasn't working out, and I really just wanted to go for quality over quantity. I'd rather just put out tutorials that I was really happy with, that I hoped you would like, instead of just getting them out there to get them out there. So I owe you guys 4 tutorials, but there's so many times of year to celebrate, right? Girls' night, birthdays, date night, you know, Tuesday nights, Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day. You know, there's just a plethora of appropriate events for some over-the-top crazy party makeup. So I'm gonna finish up this tutorial series probably in the next few days with, I've got 4 more that I need to do that I just looks that I really want to share with you guys. But I thought I'd get one more up for a very last minute New Year's Eve tutorial in case you've got just some super last minute plans. But obviously it's for this look right here, which is a very just fun, sexy, grungy, smoky blue eye. Sometimes it's just really fun to go super extreme, bordering on messy, smoky, and a really nude lip. There's something just very sexy and sultry about it that I love. So that's what I did today, and very appropriately I used the Urban Decay Smoked palette. Now I know you can't get this palette anymore, but I know that they are popping up in like TJ Maxx's and Nordstrom Racks, that kind of thing, and I know a lot of people have this palette and just feel a little intimidated by it. This palette's right up my alley. It's a complete palette. You can get just some beautiful everyday wearable matte looks, but then you just have these beautiful jewel tones right here. So yeah, so I definitely just went all out and really focused on this shade right here, the Evidence shade. So yeah, super fun. Again, little on the messy, a little bit on the dirty, grungy side, but you know, once you're a couple of bottles of champagne in, who really cares, right? So, and you'll probably notice a theme. I did a no glitter blue smoky look last year for my last minute New Year's Eve tutorial. So apparently it's my vibe on New Year's. But yeah, this is the real deal, guys. I am in a sports bra. I'm wearing my Virginia Donate Blood Support Life shirt because I donated blood the other day, some yoga pants, and some Christmas socks. And this is gonna be my New Year's Eve outfit because we're gonna grill out. We've got some steaks like the size of my head. Literally so excited. We're about to have a meat sweats, and then I think we might possibly go bowling if we can get our lazy butts up off the couch. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it in this makeup because why the hell not? But if you want to see how I got this look featuring the Urban Decay Smoked palette, then stick around. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now I've already primed my eyes just with my concealer and my foundation today, so we're not doing anything fancy. But what I'm going to do is I am going to use the tape method just to keep it clean, and I would highly suggest doing your foundation last. I was not smart and did not follow my own advice, so there's that. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Black Bean. I'm just going to spread this all over the place. This is going to be kind of a grungy, messy look because after a while, after a few glasses of champagne, this is what your makeup's going to look like anyway. Might as well start out the night that way, right? So people know it was intentional. And I'm going to take a BR250 Pro Blend Fluff Brush and just kind of buff out those edges. So this is going to be a smoky eye, but it's not going to be a rounded smoky eye. It's going to be more of a cat shape, which is why we're using the tape. It just helps to avoid getting raccoon eyes, which trust me, I am right there with you. I can get those very easily as well. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and we're going to go into the smoked palette and we're going to pick up this shade right here called Freestyle. Beautiful transition shade, and we're just going to start buffing that in so that when we start blending out that deeper black and blue later, it just blends a little bit more seamlessly. This is also going to add just a little bit of warmth to the look. Jet, I tried your suggestion today and I used like a deep dark brown. I hope my brows look better because I was noticing that too. It's so easy for my brows to get red. I could use the most like neutral brown, deep brown, and for some reason they just show up red. So I used like an almost black color today. So let me know what you guys think. Now that I've got that transition, woo, I'm gonna throw the palette. Alright guys, now that I've got that transition down, I'm just going to go in with a flat shader brush, the same one that we smoothed out the Black Bean pencil in, and we're going to go into this shade called Blackout. This is probably looking familiar to you guys because we used that shade in a different Urban Decay palette for yesterday's tutorial. And we're just going to pat this all over the lid. Now you could definitely go in with a blue pencil and just go straight in with that blue shadow that we're going for later. But I find if you want a more deep, dark, sultry look, smoky look, and not quite so bright, it's better to go in with a black base because it's really going to pull out the depth and the beauty of that eyeshadow in just a more smoky, sultry way. We're just going to blend this out. Now I'm going to pick up another flat shader brush and we're going to go into this beautiful blue right here called Evidence. And I'm going to pick up the shadow. And then I'm going to take my Milani Make It Last setting spray and just wet that baby down. And we're going to start painting that onto the lid. You can just see how gorgeously that goes on. It's almost like just straight up pigment on your eye. It's so pretty. And with this look, I'm not going to be as concerned as like really following the tape. This is just a guideline so I don't get it too low. I want my camera to stop autofocusing. What are you doing? There you go. All right. And then I'm just going to go back and pick up more of that Evidence shade on the other side of the brush. Just dry and just pat it over the eyeshadow that we applied wet. Now, I've seen me do this a bunch of times now. So if this is repetitive, I apologize. Taking that right into the inner corner. And we're just going to pick up that BR250 brush with no more product on it, and we're going to start buffing this out. And I'm not being too careful about where I buff the shadow. Again, we're just going for that kind of super smoky, super vampy, maybe a little bit tipsy already. New Year's Eve smoky eye. All right, guys, I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Soho London, and we're going to go in with a little bit of Backdoor, which is that matte deep dark brown, which is kind of a funny name for that shadow. It kind of cracks me up every time I use it. We're just going to bring this right into the crease. Just kind of buff it in just to add some dimension and, like I said, just a little bit of warmth. Now I'm going to pick up a BRC S02 brush and we're going to go into the lightest shade in the palette called Kinky. And we're going to use that just to brighten up underneath the brow bone. This is going to help to blend everything out and just kind of create that seamless fade up that we're going for. So I'm just using that brush to just soften everything up. Guys, it's New Year's Eve. We're just having fun. I know I didn't get all of my tutorials out, but that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up over that. They're going to be out soon. Like I said, it was kind of quality over quantity. I wanted to make sure that the tutorials I was getting out for you guys were good quality, were interesting, were something that I was going to be proud of putting up. So I hope you guys are okay with getting a few tutorials probably next week and the week after. I've only got 4 more to do. I've only got 4 more to do. So I think with being sick and with some other things going on this month that I will have to tell y'all about soon, I'm not going to be too upset with myself. So I'm going to enjoy my New Year's sitting on my couch. I'm going to sit on my couch in this makeup and watch movies, guys. I'm so exciting. I'm taking my Rimmel Scandalize in black, and I'm just going to line my eyes and do my waterline and tight lining. All right, guys, so it's looking really messy underneath the eye, but that's okay. You guys know I love that shiz. So we're going to take a Real Techniques shading brush, and we're going to go back into blackout, and what we're going to do is we're going to just smoke out that liner. There's something about this like type of Catwoman grunge, like Michelle Pfeiffer and Catwoman grunge, that just is so much fun. And I can't talk and do a tutorial at the same time. I'm going back in with that same brush and we're picking up a little bit of Evidence, and we're just gonna blend that right in with the black. Okay, so I removed the tape, so you can see it's looking a little crazy right now. That's okay. That's what great eyeshadows, like matte, light skin tone eyeshadows are for. They're great for erasing. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a BRC S06 brush, right? Is this an S06? Yeah. And then we're gonna go into the shade Freestyle, that shade that we use for our transition. And what we're gonna do, this is the best way to clean up any grunge, especially if it gets out of hand like it did with me, but guys, you know. And I'm just gonna start running that underneath the shadow, blending it in, and this is gonna help start blending it out and erasing it just a little bit. And if we need to, we can go in with a beauty blender. It's not that big of a deal. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same brush and we're gonna go into the same shade Kinky, and we're gonna start kind of blending out around that sharp line, because we don't want that line to be sharp. Again, that line was there to help prevent us from going too low and getting like crazy raccoon eyes, which it's kind of like the point of this look, but you can still overdo this look, believe it or not. I'm gonna pick up that fluffy brush and we're just gonna start blending that out until that line softens up to where you can barely see it. Right, so I've softened that up quite a bit on the outer portion, so I'm gonna go back in with my BRC S02 in the shade Kinky, and we're just gonna kind of, again, just use that shadow to erase and reiterate the brightness out there. When we're done, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more freestyle on that fluffy brush and just blend it out. All right, guys, I'm gonna go in with my Milani Bella Eyes eyeshadow in Bella Diamond on a BRC S08 brush, and we're just gonna start working this right into the inner corner just to add a little bit of lightness. It's gonna pick up that blue tone. So it's still gonna look a little grungy, but it's just gonna be a little bit brighter than what it was. And I think I do wanna add just a slight bit of warmth there, so I am gonna just go over top of that with my Bella Chiffon eyeshadow. Just to mix it up just a little bit. For lashes today, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line as well. Then I'm gonna go back in, and just to reiterate my waterline, I'm gonna go back in with my Rimmel Scandalized eyeshadow stick. This is 24-hour and waterproof in high and blackmail. Sorry, that's what it is. For lashes today, guys, I'm gonna do my Broadway Eyes number 523s. They're just like a demi-wispy, but a larger size. So it's just gonna add some volume and length to the lashes so you can kind of see it up here where above the smokiness of the eyeshadow. I just like the effect. So I'm gonna pop those on and I'll be right back. All right, guys, for my contour today, I'm just gonna go in with an e.l.f. angled blush brush and my sculpting powder from MAC. And we're just gonna do the usual. I want to be a little bit extra glowy today, so I am going to go into my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. For blush today, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Afterglow blush in Fetish. It's just a BR20 or BRS25. I can never remember the name of this freaking brush. All right, guys, I'm just going to go in with my fluffy brush and my Ambient Lighting Powder palette. For highlight today, I'm just gonna go to town. So I'm gonna use a little bit of white gold. And I'm gonna just start with that on the backs, tops and backs of my cheeks. And then I'm gonna go in with white pearl. And this is just an e.l.f. Small tapered brush. We're gonna focus that right on the apples of the cheeks. I mean, it's New Year's Eve, right? Why not be a walking disco ball? That's my philosophy. All right, I want to go super nude on the lips today, and I want it to have a little bit of gloss to it. So I'm going to go really easy with the Show Off Lip Lacquer from Rimmel in Nude Eclipse. I want to add even a little bit more shine to that, so I'm going to go in with my Buxom Full On Lip Cream in White Russian. Okay, guys, I'm going to set everything with my Make It Last setting spray. And guys, that's the finished look. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. Again, using the Urban Decay Smoked palette, one of my all-time favorite Urban Decay palettes, if not one of my all-time favorite palettes. It's just so good. I know it can be intimidating, but you just have to take it on and not be afraid. It's like dogs. You just gotta show them who's boss, right? But guys, I hope you enjoyed this last minute tutorial. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this process and through the next few days when I'm going to be getting the rest of the tutorials up. I've learned so much, but most of all, I've learned what amazing, sweet, awesome people you are, and how encouraging and positive, and how much positivity you've just put out in the world, and it's just a blessing. And I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing, super, just crazy, over the top, gorgeous, happy new year. I know you are all gonna look beautiful no matter what you're doing, no matter if you are super glammed out, to the nines and out on the town, or if you're just sitting at home on the couch with the people that you love, just know that you're beautiful. You're amazing the way you are. I love you guys so much. I will see you probably in a couple days, maybe tomorrow, but probably in a couple days. But again, have a happy, safe new year. I love you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.